welcome back to my channel. Okay, now I'm dizzy. That's a new way of welcoming you if I am sitting here. Okay, that's what's going to happen. You know, a little bit weird, funny, you know, also corny, but at the same time, you know, you can always skip it if you don't want to see it. Anyway, by the ways, highways, welcome back to my channel. My name is Demi, Bernice, founder of Create and Rise Academy. And at the same time, I create videos about videos, freelancing, and digital marketing. If this is your first time here, make sure to like and subscribe if those three things are your cup of tea. And today we're going to be talking about how you can make each business launch successful. So this one is super important. A lot of people forget to do this, and I myself have launched a couple of businesses in the past. Most specifically, Dip Your Brush, which is my social media template business. It's an assets or a digital assets type of business where I create digital assets and then sell it, distribute it to the world. That one, I did a recent launch on that and I forgot this very specific thing. That's why I did not have really good results. It's not as successful as how I wanted it to be. And so this is why I'm teaching you this one right now. So a lot of people also forget about this because they think that some sort of like marketing wherein you're going to create a product or a service, put it out there to the world, and someday soon someone's going to discover it and it's all going to be viral. Now, before I go to this very one thing, let me talk about virality. So when we're talking about virality, this is something that I don't want to put a lot of time and effort on. Sometimes I create content that are trending within the amount of space and time that that specific topic is delivered, you know, relevant to the time and industry. But I do not dwell on that so much because I want to create content or products that are evergreen. That means it can serve its purpose for the next 5 to 10 years. And the reason why I don't go to the viral side of things, it's because the people that are consuming a viral content or a viral course or a viral product or service is not really going to stay there for a long time. So say for example, when we're talking about TikTok, I'm not saying that TikTok is bad, but the reason why I'm not there on TikTok is because I put my soul, you know, into creating videos here on YouTube and on Facebook, especially YouTube, where the shelf life of my content is going to stay there for 5 to 10 years max. With TikTok, you know, you only have 24 hours, and a lot of people spend a lot of time, effort, and energy on that one to go viral, wherein, you know, the people that are going to look at your videos on TikTok are going to view it right then and there. At that moment, they're going to follow you, but perhaps they're not going to see some of your videos for the next how many days, right? They're not going to remember you specifically because you did something remarkable in their lives. It's something that is done in the air of instant gratification, and so they hearted it, they commented on it, perhaps if they are invested into what you are talking about, but you did not really touch their lives in a specific way. They were not looking for you. They were not searching for you. And so sometime soon, they really are going to forget about you. That's just what I think personally when it comes to viral content. And so that is why I spent a lot of time creating a podcast or creating YouTube videos that is going to stay here for a longer period of time because I know it's worth my time. That's one thing. So let's not go to the idea that we're going to put a product or service out there on an internet for the world to see and hope that someday it's going to get viral or someday someone's going to find it and redistribute it, because the certainty of that is like 0.0001%. So we have to rely and place our eggs on a basket that is for sure, you know, something that will assure us, something that is going to keep our peace of mind, that it's going to be worth the wait. If we are ever going to wait, it's going to be worth it. Something of that sort. Something that is more sure compared to going viral and getting customers and clients that are not even your ideal customers and clients. Those are my 2 cents about virality. I'm not saying that TikTok is bad and going viral is bad. It's just that for me, I would rather spend my time, effort, and energy on something where the shelf life is longer than 24 hours. Now let's talk about this one thing that is going to make your business launch successful, and that is hyping it up. Hyping it up, all these things are one of the best things that can ensure your business launch being successful. If you have done a couple of things in your life wherein you told someone that you were excited about something and then it happened and that someone was also excited for you, that's basically one thing that you were doing when you were hyping something up. You told your friend that, hey friend, I'm going to get engaged and we're going to get married soon. That friend of yours is actually super excited to the point that he or she cannot wait anymore until the time that you are going to get married. So that's basically the same thing when we are talking about business launches. So that's one thing that I forgot to do with Dip Your Brush. I just put the product or Dip Your Brush in itself out there and did not do the necessary work to hype it up. So the results weren't really as pleasing compared to the one that I did with Create and Rise Academy, which is my flagship course in teaching freelancers how to become sought after and living their best life. You can go to createandriseacademy.com for more info. Plug ended. Those two businesses of mine are of completely different paths and completely different demands. You know, the results definitely vary, but if I am to observe what I should have done in the Dip Your Brush launch, I know for sure that I lack the hype. Okay, so I did not do enough hyping it up. That's why people were not excited when it launched. What are the types of things that you can do to hype up your upcoming business launch? So number one, video series. So this is something that I do a lot. I love video series and the results that it somehow gave me, especially with launching my flagship course, Create and Rise Academy. So with CRA, we did a lot of video series, created multiple of them in order to test which of the following ideas best suit the course. So if you are new here and you are new in the digital marketing industry, video series is actually where you create multiple videos, ideally 3 to 5 videos that simply explain the things that you stand for, your principles, the what's and the whys, and then at the end of the video, your third or your fifth video being your pitch video to your product or service. And then these videos will be drip fed every single day. So video 1 will be on day 1, video 2 will be on day 2, video 3 will be on day 3, so on and so forth. And then you can update the people that have signed up to that specific video series via email. So you can let them know something like, hey, video 1 is coming out tomorrow at this time, or video 1 is already out. Click here in this link to watch it. That kind of stuff. This is why it's super important to be building your email list, which we will also be talking about in the next few videos. Now, the thing with video series is that because of the very short attention span of people, perhaps on video 1 or on day 1, you're going to have 50 views. On day 2, you cannot expect the same amount of people to watch video number 2. Expect a decrease of number of views. Say for example, with video 1, you have 50 people. With video 2, you're probably going to have 30. Video 3, probably 20, and so video 4 you're going to have 10, and perhaps in that 10 people you're lucky if you're going to have those 10 people really buy your product or service, so you're going to have 10 sales, and sometimes it's not even that performing well, and so you're only going to have 3 sales from the 10 people that watched your last video. So that's how everything is going to go. You're going to have to drip feed it, and it also takes a lot of commitment for your customer to go through all of the videos. So it's up to you as the video creator to make sure that you're hooking them, you're giving them a lot of aha moments so that they can continue from video 1 to video 3 to video 5. Ideally, you would want your video series to be short. Technically, video 3 is enough, with video 4 being your pitch video, but sometimes there are a lot more information that you need to cover, so you would want to extend it to video 5, but then again, the attention span of people is also going to decrease at that time. So it's really up to you and how you construct your video series. We're going to talk about more of that in the next video. I'm going to make a video on how you can construct your video series so you can become successful in your business launch if you do wish to use this type of hyping it up. Next one, we have a challenge. If you are familiar with Mr. Peng Joon, is one of the internet marketers here in Asia and the world and wherever he is. So he did a 30-day video challenge wherein the people can come in for free, I think, or for a fee. They go through that 30-day challenge, and at the end of the challenge, he pitches a high-ticket product. And so high-ticket meaning it's a lot more expensive than the usual low-ticket one. So probably like $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. Those are high-ticket products already. He created this 30-day challenge to allow people to test their video skills, video editing, constructing, scripting, all these things. And he had them in for a fee, I think, if I am not mistaken. Okay, I think it's for a fee. But if it's not, then I stand corrected. But that is basically the idea of having challenges. You have people go through a specific challenge, and then at the end of it, you're going to promote a specific product or service. But the thing with challenges, however, attention span. If you're going to go through a 30-day challenge, some people are just going to go through it in 7 days. Some people are going to go through it in 14 days. You're lucky if you can get them all in 30 days. It's really up to you and how you can construct a challenge in a way that is going to hook them and have the challengers really finish the entire challenge before they can get to a part where you pitch them your product or your service. But I would really suggest, a lot of the times I did this, I only go through a 7-day challenge, and the 7 days, oh my God, from 100 people, I only get 20. The chances of you getting a sale after the last day of the challenge is small. This is why I don't use this as much. I used this once or twice with Create and Rise Academy, but I don't think it was really effective. You can use this though, if you wish. It really depends on the person that is creating the challenge or how you're hooking them day by day by day by day so that they can go through the entire challenge without no sweat and they would still be there by the time that you're pitching your product or service, right? So that's a good one. Next one is a webinar. So webinar is a 1 hour and 30-minute presentation wherein you can explain your aha moments and the things that you would want to share to your potential buyers, right? There is this thing wherein 30 minutes would be the pitching at the end of it. So 1 hour explanation and making sure that your prospects or the people who signed up on the webinar has something to share or like knowledge they can take from it. The whole entire hour of you just teaching, and then the last 30 minutes would be pitching, right? So that's usually the format of a webinar. And then of course, it's also up to you to have someone sit down for 90 minutes. For 90 minutes. To me, that's something that I can't stand. I don't really like sitting on webinars. I do like the information to be super bite-sized and easy to regurgitate so that I would remember it and then apply it in my next business paths. So that's how I usually consume content. Now, with regards to webinar, a lot of people are accustomed to it already, and so it's getting a little bit tricky for you to construct a webinar that is awesome and that people are going to finish. Some even have their video players in a way wherein they do not have a fast forward button so that the person can really go through it. But that to me is just like, oh my God, like I don't have a control over the video and it's so boring now. I don't want to listen to this anymore. And so there are a lot of tips and tricks on how you can make a webinar super soft, super smooth, so that at the end of it, on a 30-minute pitch at the end of it, you can really ensure that you would get a lot of sales. Personally, I have done webinar once or twice also, but yeah, it's not as successful. I don't know, or I don't understand why the webinar did not work as well with the video series. I guess it's because of, people really not being able to sit in 90 minutes, and they would really want that bite-sized content that you're getting from the video series. So this is just my personal experience. I'm sharing it to you and the hypes that I have done in the past and several business launches and what are the things that work for me, what are the things that didn't. So yeah, you can choose within the 3. Or number 4, you can do giveaways. So with giveaways, you can also spend a couple of cash, right? And again, we are talking about virality when it comes to giveaway. So you're kind of like hyping it up like, hey, there's this giveaway, you can do this is the mechanics. And then after the giveaway, you're going to have a couple of winners. And then the winners are the ones where you're going to pitch your product or service to. So that's an idea right there. But then again, you know, we're talking about virality when it comes to giveaway. There are a lot of people that are going to join it because they want the prize. But at the same time, once they get the prize, why else am I here? And we're talking about virality wherein there's a lot of people that's going to join, but only a very few people are going to be interested to whatever it is that you have to offer or promote through the giveaway. So those are my 4 ways of hyping up your business. And I hope that you learned something. And if you do think a one-on-one helping hand kind of help, if that's even a thing, is within your alley, I do offer a 1-hour power hour session. Personally, it's going to be just you and me talking like this, talking business on whatever it is that you have. If you are stuck in your current business structure, if you do not know what else to do to be able to move forward, and if you need my help, just go to demibernice.com/coaching and see if my coaching sessions are best fit for your desires, dreams, and goals, and whatever it is that you need to become a wonderful business maven. Just go to the site, check it out. No strings attached. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.